As a public defender, Judge Karen fought for her client's rights. She was elected to the bench because she believes in doing the right thing.
I'm very passionate about helping people, period. Sometimes life pulls you from up here to down here to teach you a lesson. And you're in a valley right now. And there are lessons in this valley. I hope you learn from them.
Objective, independent justice.
You can always turn your life around. If you keep walking, you can overcome whatever circumstances you're facing.
This is Supreme Justice with Judge Karen. Cassidy and Harold Revan are suing Danielle Christa in the amount of $2,000. The Revans claim Ms. Christa neglected their child while babysitting, and their house caught on fire as a result. Ms. Christa claims the house was not child-proofed and says the Revans' daughter started the fire.
All right, Mr. and Mrs. Revan, you are suing Ms. Christa for $2,000 for property damage. Is that right?
That's correct,
And you were their babysitter, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am.
And how old is the baby?
6 years old.
6 years old. How long had this lady been your babysitter?
A year and a half. we've had
How
her.
did you meet her?
Through friends. We had a recommendation. Fellow parents had referred her, who she also babysat for.
Okay. So there was a fire in your house while she was babysitting?
Yes.
That's correct, Your Honor.
Okay. So how did this fire happen?
So little Charlotte had told me that she was going to use the bathroom.
Okay.
So she has a tendency to want to use mommy and daddy's bathroom, the master bedroom, because the bathroom is bigger and it's nicer.
Can she use the bathroom by herself, or does
Yes,
she
she
need to
can.
be attended? Okay.
So this has never been a problem before. She's gone to the bathroom many times.
Is
on
this
her
true?
own.
She doesn't need any attendance to go to the bathroom?
She doesn't need attendance to go to the bathroom, but we do prefer that she's kept an eye on. You know, if she's been
but
gone
when
for
she's
too
in the
long.
bathroom.
No, like she can handle herself in the bathroom.
Right.
But
was there ever discussion about when she goes to the bathroom with the babysitter?
Yes, just that, you know, to pay attention to her. That even though she goes in the bathroom, I mean, at the age of 6, kids are curious.
Okay.
They get into things.
They get into things.
Well, you shouldn't have things for her to get into in your bathroom.
No,
because she goes to the bathroom when there's no babysitter there, she's using your bathroom.
Right.
So you don't have things in your bathroom for her to get into, right?
No.
Okay.
Your Honor, but there has been times where there were times when there were pills in the lower cabinet that she had, Charlotte got into. And
when did that happen?
Around a few months ago.
Right. Did you report it to the parents?
Yes, I texted them while they were on their date, and I let them know.
And we resolved that immediately.
Right.
We moved the pills somewhere else.
Well, why should the babysitter have to tell the parents that you need to move your pills out of the reach of your child?
That is my point exactly.
Your Honor, I mean, we can't child-proof the entire world. We only child-proof things as they come up.
But she was not able to open
She wasn't able to open the container.
Excuse me, they have child guards for cabinets, so children can't open cabinets. Haven't you seen them in kitchen cabinets? So your child doesn't go in and pull the pots out and bang pots on the floor?
As she grows, we've had to adjust our
we've
home.
learned.
And there have been a few instances
and
where
the pills were in a child-proof container.
Yeah, she wasn't able to open them.
Right.
Your Honor, that's funny that you should mention that because they did not have their kitchen drawers child-proofed, and so that's where she actually drew the lighter from.
So she pulled a lighter out of the kitchen drawer?
Well, she wasn't being watched.
Okay, wait.
Exactly.
You weren't there yet, right? Let me talk to the babysitter about what happened. The last I heard, little Charlotte was in the bathroom, in the master bathroom.
That's where she was supposed to be, and I assumed that she was.
Right.
Because
there's only one child.
Right.
Is the house one story or two story?
It's a one-story house.
Okay, so when Charlotte said, I'm going to the bathroom, what did you do?
No, she said mommy and daddy's bathroom. So
Okay,
I said,
but what did you do in response to her saying, I'm going to the bathroom?
I said, go ahead.
But what were you doing?
I was on the couch.
Just sitting there, what, watching TV, on your phone?
I was on my phone.
So you were on your phone when you told her to just go ahead?
Yes.
Okay. So
Long
it turns
enough
out, excuse me, and so it turns out she didn't go to mommy and daddy's bathroom?
Well, she was heading towards their room anyhow.
Right.
So I guess, I don't know if she used the bathroom or not. She could have. But when I found her, she was in the bedroom.
Okay, so how long after she said, I'm going to the bathroom, did you go find her?
Maybe around 4 or 5 minutes.
4 or 5 minutes later. And what made you go look for her?
I smelled smoke and I saw smoke.
Okay, so it was the smoke that got your attention off the couch.
That's correct.
Okay. Did you have any type of camera or monitoring system in the house?
We did. We do. We have a nanny cam, actually.
Okay, you have a nanny cam that you bring me?
We
film?
did,
Are
yes.
we going to be able to post
We
it?
submitted it to the
Okay,
court,
let
but
me see.
also on our phone. We've had a nanny cam since day one.
Okay. Okay, so we're going to post this too in the courtroom?
We're showing you happened on the day of the fire. This is when it occurred.
Okay, so you agree that that was the day of the incident?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so you were on your cell phone?
I was on my phone.
Coming up on Supreme Justice,
So when little Charlotte says, I'm going to go to the bathroom and I'm going to use mommy's and daddy's bathroom, what little Charlotte really did was go into the kitchen.
No, ma'am. There's no proof that she went to the kitchen first.
and later,
$8,000 is a lot of money for anybody. What do you do for a living?
I'm a dancer.
Okay, well, you must do a lot of dancing and moves.
Supreme Justice is back with the case of Cassidy and Harold Revin, who are suing Danielle Christa for property damage.
So when you got into the kitchen, what was going on?
I didn't go into the kitchen.
Where did you go?
I went to the bedroom.
You went to the bed. Is the bedroom next to the kitchen?
The bedroom is down the hall. And that's the bedroom was what was on fire.
Oh, it was a bedroom. Where did was the matches?
It was a lighter.
Okay, where was this lighter?
In the kitchen, in a drawer.
Okay. So when little Charlotte says, I'm going to go to the bathroom and I'm going to use mommy's and daddy's bathroom, what little Charlotte really did was go into the kitchen.
No, ma'am. There's no proof that she went to the kitchen first. I don't know when she got access to the lighter.
Because your face was in your phone.
Because you weren't paying attention.
watching.
Okay,
Yeah.
wait. Y'all want
This
to
is a
talk
pattern.
outside and see if you can work it out together? Because we don't talk across like that. So your position is what about this lighter?
I'm saying I have no idea when she got the lighter.
Right.
She could have gotten it when she was in their care. I don't know. She could have hidden it somewhere for
Okay.
months, weeks. I don't know.
Okay, but when you went into the bathroom, what was going on?
So I didn't go to the bathroom. I went immediately to their bedroom where I saw
Right.
where the smoke was coming
Right.
from, and little Charlotte was there. She had a lighter in her hand, and I saw the flames. I grabbed her, scooped her up, I ran out the door. I called 911.
Okay, what was the damage?
Significant.
Do you have pictures?
We do.
We have our insurance claim has an itemized list
There's
of all
also-
the
So your
damage.
insurance
Photos.
paid it. You're asking for the deductible?
Deductible.
Correct, yes.
There was over $10,000 of damage done.
You've done it. You've already repaired the damage?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. So the bed caught on fire.
There was
was-
damaged, water damage to the
Oh, I
furniture,
see.
the
From
carpet,
when the fire
from when they had to
department
put it
came.
out.
That's
We
what
were
the-
able
the
to
carpets
salvage.
too.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
And they had to clean, deodorize, everything to make it safe and
Okay.
livable again. We had to
All
go stay
right.
with
So
his
it
sister.
looks like this fire happened up against a wall.
It was because she set the drapes on fire.
Oh, I see. But Charlotte is okay, right?
Yes.
Thankfully, yes. And
Right.
also, you know, our babysitter, we're glad she was
Right.
fine too.
So why don't you think you owe this money?
I don't believe I'm responsible because I believe that they're responsible.
Why are they responsible?
Because they're her parents, and history has proven in the past that this wasn't a first-time occasion. Like, I was surprised that Charlotte set the curtains on fire,
Right.
but I wasn't surprised to find her with a lighter.
Why?
Because
Why is that?
Things like this have happened before.
Tell me about what's happened in the past.
They've left knives out. They've left knives in their drawer.
leave
I've told
knives
them.
out.
Make it
They
sound
were
like
in
we
a
leave things
drawer.
just out.
Wait,
I
don't
have
interrupt.
proof here of my text to Mr. and Mrs. Revin
About the knives?
about knives that Charlotte found in the drawer, and I
Right.
asked them that they should maybe consider moving it to the counter where she can't
Let me
reach
see
it
the
yet.
text messages, please. So she texted you in the past that you left knives out?
We didn't leave them
didn't
out.
leave
They
them
were
out.
in a drawer, and we've
Right.
never had an issue while our
Is
child.
she your only child?
Yes,
Well,
she
you
is.
mean, let me tell you, my parents didn't have child-proof drawers either when I was a child, but I don't think they had that when I was a child. But they have it now. Like they have the little baby monitors and everything. And maybe it seems like Charlotte is very curious that
She
you
is
need to
very
get
curious.
the cabinets with the child-proof locks.
We've made adjustments. We've always resolved things immediately if they've been brought to our attention.
Your Honor,
We're not
but-
negligent, just, you know,
Exactly.
partying
And
while
they're-
our child is setting the house on fire or
Sure,
texting.
Your Honor, but okay, so the text that you're looking at right now, those
Right.
are the only proof that I have over my phone, but there have been other instances where I've told them with my mouth, I've told them verbally about times where Charlotte got access to scissors and she could have injured herself.
Right.
And I don't see why it is my responsibility to tell
Because
them
you're the
each time.
babysitter.
No,
No, the reason why it's your responsibility is because was she being paid? Or was she a
Yes,
volunteer?
very well, I might
It's
add.
because you were hired to babysit.
No, I didn't mean
not
that.
sit on the couch on your cell phone. On your cell phone when you're supposed to be watching this 6-year-old. And when you're telling me, oh, in the past there have been problems, which means you should have been even more alert. You should have gotten up with her and taken her to the bathroom. Maybe you want to make sure that there's toilet paper in the bathroom. You want to make sure she can wash her hands. Your job is to follow after her everywhere she goes at 6 years old.
Your Honor, I wasn't saying that I'm not responsible for her. I'm fully responsible
You
for
are
Charlotte.
totally responsible that a 6-year-old in your care got her hands on a lighter. Because if you were doing what you were paid to do and not doing what a lot of people are doing, is sitting down in traffic, in the grocery store, at dinner with their spouse and family on a cell phone.
Yes, but I don't
And
think...
I would have had a rule. You don't use your cell phone in my house when you're taking care of my child. You don't use your cell phone. It's a no cell phone zone. You're supposed to be on notice the whole time what's going on with the child. I'm ready to rule.
Your Honor, if I never had
I'm
a problem...
ready to rule. Have you found a new babysitter?
Yes.
Did you impose the no cell phone rule?
We will,
We will
absolutely.
definitely do
The cabinets, do you have the childproof
Yes.
locks on
Your
the
Honor,
cabinet?
They've come home
adjustments.
drunk before.
Okay, Miss
Oh.
Krista, you really are reaching. Okay, I'm done. I'm ready to rule judgment for the plaintiffs in the amount of $2,000. Good luck to you.
Judge Karen has ruled in favor of the co-plaintiffs. The defendant is ordered to pay $2,000.
I'm very happy the judge ruled in our favor, but you need to learn a thing or two if you want to have kids of your own someday.
Look, I love Charlotte, but this is not my fault, and I think you need to be more responsible parents.
Well, we are by not hiring you again, so.
Coming up,
You have proof of your maintenance?
Well, I didn't even know that I would need the proof. I honestly,
What
when
did you think you needed? Just come in here with your good luck?
network featuring dynamic judges and live legal programming.
Well, we're not at your school, we're in my courtroom.
Unique court shows,
Where is any information about the company?
live legal news,
That's what you should have done.
and a commitment to justice.
Either you tried or you did it.
The next generation of court programming in one dynamic network. Justice Central. You're watching Justice Central. Stay tuned. Stay tuned to Justice Central. Coming up at 12:30, watch Supreme Justice with Judge Karen, followed by Justice for All with Christina Perez. The verdict is in, right here on Justice Central. You're watching Justice Central. You're watching Supreme Justice with Judge Karen. Angela Edwards is suing her ex-boyfriend's sister, Tina Williams, in the amount of $1,855.24. Ms. Edwards claims Ms. Williams knowingly sold her a defective car and says the defendant owes her for the repairs. Ms. Williams claims Ms. Edwards has been abusing the car and says any repairs are the responsibility of the plaintiff.
Ms. Edwards, you are suing Ms. Williams for selling you a faulty vehicle.
Yes.
Is that right? What's your relationship?
She is actually my ex-boyfriend's sister.
So what kind of car was this that you sold her?
It was a BMW.
What year was it?
2007.
How much did you pay for the car?
I paid $8,000 for the vehicle.
$8,000 is a lot of money for anybody. What do you do for a living?
I'm a dancer.
Okay, well, you must do a lot of dancing and moves to be able to come up with $8,000.
Well, I get booked for a lot of music videos and shows and stuff.
Okay,
like that,
all right. So how did you come up with that price?
Well, Your Honor, it's in very good condition.
I understand it
have
could be in excellent condition.
any issues at all. I asked my brother and asked my dad, and
Right.
that was the price that they told me. I sent her pictures of it
Right.
beforehand because she was living in New York.
Okay.
And she saw that it was in great condition. She came, she drove it.
Wait. You traveled from New York to California for an $8,000 2007 BMW?
Well, Your Honor, I was living in New York at the time,
Okay.
and her brother, which is my ex-boyfriend. He was living in LA. So we had a long distance relationship.
Okay.
And so I figured I can dance out there as well. So I ended up moving to LA, and I knew I was going to need a car out there. So he told me that she was selling the vehicle. So I was like, okay, it's your sister. You know, I
so
trust
but you
it.
didn't, so you hadn't seen the car.
I saw pictures of the car.
You saw pictures of the car.
Coming up.
You have proof of your maintenance?
Well, I didn't even know that I would need the proof. I honestly,
What
when
did you think you needed? Just come in here with your good luck?
Supreme Justice is back with the case of Angela Edwards, who is suing Tina Williams for $1,855.24.
Okay, so we take off in the car, you get the $8,000, you go off into the sunset in the car, and then what happens?
Okay, so I had the car for, I was driving it for about 3 months. Everything was going okay on the car.
What were you doing for service on that car in the 3 months you had it?
I made sure every 3,000 miles that I made sure I got regular oil changes.
You got proof of all of this? You have proof of your maintenance?
Well, I didn't even know that I would need the proof. I honestly,
What did you think you needed? Just come in here with your good looks?
Well, no, once I got the oil changes, I just threw the paper. I didn't keep the receipts. I didn't think that I would need it.
Well, you have a car, you want to keep service records because you don't know when you might have an issue with the car. You're going to end up in court in front of Judge Karen. But let me ask you this. When you bought that car, did you ever say, let me take this car to a mechanic just to look it over and see if, everything is working, transmission is good, see if it has had these regular oil changes? Did you do any of that?
Honestly, Your Honor, I drove the car around the block, and the car was driving fine, and I just trusted them. I'm like, they wouldn't try to, play me like that. Or,
Did you have regular service on the car?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you provide her with regular maintenance records for the car?
I don't think we actually gave each other the records, but I took perfect care of it. I didn't have any problems with it.
Did you bring the records with you?
No, ma'am, I didn't.
Of course you didn't. So then what happened? It blew out on you one day?
So I'm leaving set one day. It was like 12 o'clock a.m. and I'm driving on the freeway. And then all of a sudden the car just made some type of noise. And then I look at my rear view, I see smoke, and my car it started slowing down. So I'm like, I'm on the freeway panicking. And so it literally just stopped.
Judge Karen's verdict when Supreme Justice returns.
All right, so do you have some invoice or something you want to show me about the condition of the car?
Yes, I do have a receipt of what they charged me for repairing the engine.
Right. Okay, so you've already had this engine repaired.
Yes.
But it doesn't say what work was done.
Yes, well, they told me that due to lack of lubrication and stuff, that it made the engine go out. And I know that I made sure I kept getting oil changes and everything for that car. So that means when she had the car.
Yeah, but 3 months.
Your Honor, it was 6 months when she actually got in the freeway accident.
February 25th was 6 months after. You said 3 months.
Well, I had the car for 6 months.
6 months when this happened?
Yes.
And you're going to come back 6 months later and say that this woman did not do the oil changes on the car? People think because you come to county court, you don't have to bring any evidence. But you tell me that you bought a car, a BMW, for $8,000. You never took it to anybody to look it over and see what condition it was in. You didn't bring me copies of the maintenance records. You don't even show me where you were taking care of the car. Oh, I just did it and I threw it away. And yet you want me, and then you give me a receipt, and I don't even know what these people did to the car. So I'm left here with lack of evidence. This isn't about emotions. This isn't about my opinion. It isn't about how you might feel. It's about evidence, and the evidence isn't there. I'm ready to rule. Judgment for the defendant. Good luck to you.
Judge Karen has ruled in favor of the defendant. The plaintiff's claim has been denied.
I feel that as much money as I paid for that car, I should be able to drive it anywhere I want to, and you just sold me a lemon and got away with it.
We signed a bill of sale saying sold as is. That's it. Justice is served.